Yeah.
Oh, please clip that, somebody. And while you're at it, go to her website, please. It is literally in the description. Get a copy of her books. I did have a question about heaven. Derek, what did you think that the idea of heaven? Did you want to ask a question real quick?
No, yeah,
to the amazing Dr. Kara Cooney, everybody, just feel free to pop in here real quick.
Yeah. I'll just squeeze in here for a moment. Hello, Dr. Cooney. This I still have bedhead because I haven't had a shower yet today.
I have bedhead too.
Disgusting person. I can't emphasize that enough. I've been studying comparative religion for over 17 years now. I don't have any actual advanced degree or anything. I'm an autodidact. I've just done all this independently. But I've been particularly fascinated with ancient Egyptian religion and the myth and legacy of Osiris and his resurrection and what that meant to ancient Egyptians. So I was struck long ago, years ago, at the kind of parallels, these correspondences between the Osiris myth and cult and that of Christianity, and particularly the soteriology that's involved. That Osiris's death and resurrection appears to be something of it's the prototype, it's the model upon which others can hope to be raised as he had been. And you find this eerily similar soteriology in Christianity as well. I think you've more or less kind of touched on this, but feel free to elaborate if you'd like.
Yeah, I completely agree that it's like, if an evangelical says you take Jesus into your heart, then you meld in a sense with Jesus and you become one with Christ, right? This is a very Egyptian idea that you become like Osiris. Of Osiris for Mark Smith, like Osiris, melded with Osiris from my perspective. But this connection, I think, is very real so that then you can have the transformation. The idea of there being a gender shift is really interesting for the women involved. I mean, some other things there's other little comparisons. I'm going to get my glasses on and look at my notes to make sure I get some of these things in. But think of the idea that both Jesus and Osiris are surrounded by women, caretakers, protectors, who surround his body in its most vulnerable state of death, who stay there to mourn him, to keen, to make sure that he's cleaned and cared for. The women there to take him down from the cross, to wash his body. That is Isis-like activity. To wrap him up, to put him in the tomb, to stay there and surround him in that most vulnerable place that he is in until he can be transformed. So having those females around him, that is the womb. That is the regenerative space. It is the hand, in a sense, as well, in the Osirian understanding. In a way, it's the Holy Spirit. It's that idea, it's that feminine aspect, that thing that is the feminine to the masculine that can help to recreate. But the Egyptians understood that when the sun god died, he entered into the mouth of his mother and impregnated his own mother, the sky goddess Nut, with his own future self. And that then brings up the idea of the Immaculate Conception, right? Because the death is the transformation in an Osirian sense, but the birth is the transformation in the Osirian sense. The idea that a birth can enter into a body without any need for a human, because the god is creating his own birth. He's impregnating himself into a female vessel. That is quintessentially ancient Egyptian. And so that also works very, very well.